cool your blood pressure on your own and not. I feel like I'm trying to give you all kinds of tips and tricks here to cool your blood pressure down back to a normal person because you're filled with rage and salt and energy drinks.
The energy drinks give me the energy to exercise.
But maybe they're also just giving you ample energy, too much energy, and it's turning into a ball of rage inside of you. Just shimmering, shaking ball of rage inside of you.
It's all that taurine.
All the taurine, yeah.
It's fueling.
and guava or whatever else is in it. Guana? I don't know.
Something like that. Some foreign sounding thing.
So the burger I got was the 4x4 burger.
Yeah.
I don't know what the 4x4 is in this case, but it was a cafe and some people were having breakfast and I saw a burger with cream cheese on it. I was like, I'm down with that. So I think, what was it, 6-ounce patty?
Yeah.
6-ounce patty, pretty decent beef, like a flat, basically a slice of cream cheese, but a decently thick slice of cream cheese, mushrooms, bacon, lettuce, tomato, onion, and they had some kind of special mayonnaise that, even though I dipped a French fry in it and tasted it and just tasted on my finger, couldn't tell you what was different about it.
Yeah.
It had some like little red speckles in it. I thought it was going to be spicy, but it wasn't. Maybe it just had like a little paprika in there and I didn't notice. Maybe it was Miracle Whip. I don't know.
It had a peachy hue.
Peachy hue.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Were you able to discern some kind of a special taste about this mayonnaise that I was not?
I should have eaten it without the French fry. I just stuck my finger in there and tested it out, but I didn't. I have no idea. It's a mystery.
And I thought, I don't know if I've ever had cream cheese on a burger before, but this did make it a little breakfasty, and I enjoyed that. Yeah, even though there were like flies landing on me, and while I was enjoying my coffee, waiting for that burger, once I got that burger, there were still flies landing on me. I realized my fly was down, and you said that was probably why. And I hate when that happens, when like you leave home, you go somewhere, I'm on public transit, I get somewhere, I've been out and about for a while now, and then I sit down at my destination, I go, oh, my fly's been down this whole time.
Yeah. Your mind races, when was the last time I used the washroom? When was the last time this could have happened? And you're like,
the last time it could have happened was when I put my damn pants on this morning. Oh no.
Yeah. And I did say that the cause of all the flies was probably because you left your fly wide open and it was an invitation.
That's so odd. But, I mean, who knows in this wacky world? Who really knows?
I don't.
After that, Matthew.
You zipped it up.
I zipped it up.
That's the first thing.
Yes, that's the main thing.
The flies didn't stop, though.
I was talking about how I have a pair of shoes I want to repair, and you were just like,
oh, yeah.
We'll get a new pair of shoes.
Well, because you said you wanted to go to the mall.
Yeah.
Because your shoes are broken. Instead of getting a new pair of shoes, you want to get duct tape.
Yeah. I mean, I've torn through the back inside of the shoe. And I was like, well, I've got a spare glove and a little duct tape. It's going to be like brand new.
That part blows my mind. You got a spare glove. You're gonna,
well, you know those little cheap little thin gloves?
Shoes, yeah.
That you get at a dollar store or a pharmacy or whatever? It's easy to lose one of those.
Yeah.
Oh. So I got a spare.
So you're just...
repurposing it.
Yeah. You're sloppy with your mittens is what you're saying.
I'm usually not, actually. I was talking to someone just maybe a week or two ago who was saying, like, they kept losing something. I forget what it was. And I was like, why don't you put it in your wallet? And it's like, no. I lose my wallet even more. It's like, well, that's... How? I've never lost my wallet. I lost my phone once, but I had the, like, iPhone tracker.
You found it?
I was able to track it down. I watched it all night on my laptop. Traveling around town, it slipped out of my pocket in a taxi, and I just watched that taxi drive around all night. I was like, oh, he's back here, he's back there, and I figured once he stopped somewhere for the night or whatever, because I didn't know which taxi company it was, I couldn't call them and be like, hey, send that taxi to me. When it stopped for like a couple hours, I'm like, okay, the guy's done his shift. I went out there and got a lift out there. To the taxi. It was a van taxi. I'm like, oh, that's it. I ran up to it. I looked at the number. I looked at the license plate. I wrote it all down. Gave the taxi company a call and said, hey, I lost my phone in this taxi. I'm outside this taxi. Can you call the driver and just ask him to unlock the door and I'll take it and I'll give him some money and say thank you? they're like, no, we can't call him when his shift hasn't started. I'm like, oh, well, what time does his shift start? 6 o'clock. So from like 1 until 6, I was just kind of waiting around for 6 o'clock. I call it 6 and they're like, no, he hasn't started yet. I'm like, okay, well, like, do your employees start when you tell them to start or whenever they feel like it? It was not before 8:30 that they were like, and I called maybe 3 times to be like, hey, has he started yet? And they're like, no, stop calling.
You're trying to turn him against them too.
Yeah, I know. And so I eventually got a hold of him. Well, not him, but like the taxi company, and was like, okay, yeah, he just started a shift. It's like, okay, send him down here, have him start the meter right now, and I'll pay for him to come down here. And when he got to my place, he handed me my phone. I said, thank you. I pulled out my wallet. He said, no, thank you. I was like, oh, well, that's really, really nice of you. I appreciate it. Have a good day. That's the whole story. One time I lost my phone. Don't lose my keys. I don't lose things that often.
Okay.
Only a couple iPods in my day and an iPhone, shallow pockets. Now, when I buy new pants, I take everything out of the old pants, put them in the new pants, stand there in the dressing room, go, okay, these pockets are deep enough.
You lost an iPhone in the past?
Yeah.
So you haven't just lost your phone.
Well, that iPhone that I just told the story about.
Oh, okay. So you didn't lose it forever.
No.
Now I'm surprised that tracking system works so well.
Yeah.
I thought it was just roughly, but you got like the exact coordinate.
Yeah. It was like, okay, so it's at this corner street, but like I could tell it was like maybe a couple parking spots down.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell which side of the street it was on. But I went there. I was like, oh, there it is.
Now, if someone stole your phone, that would be a little harder. You'd have to decipher it. Wait for someone to, I guess, call them. And when you see the person go down to shut the phone off or not answer.
But also with the tracking, the phone needs to be on. So if the battery dies, you're not tracking it anymore. That's why I was like so urgent with my phone in the taxi, because at any point it could die and now I can't track it anymore. Now I don't know where it is.
Yeah. Then you hope it gets stolen.
So if you steal a phone, you just got to turn it off right away.
Yeah.
So that it can't be tracked.
Okay. Now I know.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? Flies,
phones, the shoes.
Oh yeah, you're gonna fix your shoes with duct tape and an old mitten.
Yeah. Oh, because I lost my mitten. That's how we got there. Yeah. So yeah, got to get some duct tape later. And you were just, because I sort of tear up the inside back of my shoes, and you made the great suggestion: get a shoehorn.
I've yet to take my own advice on that, but I really want a good shoehorn.
You know what? After we're done recording, let's go get a couple of those real long shoehorns. Yeah,
matching shoehorns. Maybe we can sell some on our website.
For some reason, I thought that it should be called Janko and Janko shoehorns. That doesn't make sense. I'm not Janko.
No,
it's a better name though.
I guess there's only one of me.
Kiddo and Janko shoehorns at launch.
Yeah,
we'll see where. Well, we've had a web page almost ready to be launched for a while now.
Yeah,
maybe this could be part of our merchandise push to have Kiddo and Janko shoehorns at lunch.
Other orthopedic wear. Is shoehorning it in a phrase that is used?
Yeah.
So is that kind of like, what does it mean?
Okay, you're forcing it in there basically.
Are you forcing it? Are you just letting it gently
slide right in?
A nice shoehorn. One of Kiddo and Janko's shoehorns at lunch.
Oh yeah. We're sliding right in there.
Yep.
We fit into your lunch like your foot into your shoe when you use a shoehorn. Nice concise plug right there.
Let's do it.
Now, Matthew, even when you were saying that, I said, well, just a shoehorn or one of those long shoehorns?
Yeah.
And you knew where I was at there. For sure, the long shoehorn.
Why do more work than you have to?
See, part of it is me thinking, do I really want a long shoehorn hanging around? Now, now I got to get like hooks for my wall or something, or like some kind of something to hang them on, right?
You only get one shoehorn.
Yeah, that's right. But
unless you're one of those weird people who put both shoes on at the same time.
No.
I guess you could with two shoehorns.
Whoa. Well, yeah, but you'd have to do it from a seated position.
Yeah.
I don't think you're jumping and using both shoehorns to slide right in perfectly. That'd be an impressive feat.
Yeah.
Very impressive feat.
Sorry, are you telling your feet that was impressive?
No, feet with an A.
Ah, okay.
long shoehorns. What's the point of getting a long shoehorn? So that you don't have to bend over. If I'm bending over already and realize, don't have the shoehorn, I might not go find my shoehorn. I have that long one so close to my shoes. Easy does it. Slip right in there.
That seems ideal. I don't even know why they make the short shoehorns.
Well, for people who are seated while they put on their shoes.
Yeah.
I'm getting old now.
I don't ever have to sit.
I don't want to squat down to put on my shoes anymore. I was at work the other day and had to reach something in the back of the fridge, and I made it like a sound. And I make those sounds a lot. I think that comes with age. Someone's like, "Are you okay down there?" I'm like, "Just reaching something in the back."
Yeah. I used to make those sounds sarcastically, and at some point, I don't know when it happened, they became reality.
Just became real, yeah. Yeah.
It's like, I need to make those sounds.
Sometimes I get home from work or I'm at work and I sit down for a bit, especially if it's a low seat, not like a high bar stool type seat. Sit down, I go, "Oh, that's a good sit." And I feel like that's definitely me getting older because like now I'm like, "Oh boy, good to sit. Sitting's nice. Yeah. Let me just have a good sit here for the next couple hours."
Put your feet up, say these dogs are barking. It used to be just, it's funny because you're young. It's like, whatever, you're impenetrable to any of the old person ailments. But now they're happening.
Oh, man, it's so true. I got home from work the other day, sat down, put my feet up, watched some TV. Maybe an hour and a half later, got up and was like, "Oh, I'm stiff now. I'm stiff. Okay, let me move around a bit. All right, we're back.
Need some oil."
Yeah, man. I'm like the Tin Man.
Yeah.
If I only had a heart.
That's what he was after, eh? What did he end up getting? He didn't get a heart. He got a clock. He got a little watch.
I thought they got their things.
Well, no, they got cheap versions of the things. Now the Tin Man wanted a heart, but he just got a clock.
He got a clock
because that has a tick, and a heart has a tick. So
okay.
Like, now you'll always know what time it is. And it's like, well, I wanted to have a.
Well, I'd like to feel love, but at least I know what time it is. Time for no fucking love. What did the straw man get? The scarecrow? He wanted a brain. What did they give him? Like a computer? He was a calculator. Figure it out.
No, he got a diploma from some school, some well thought of school.
Okay, so he gets a doctorate from Harvard.
Yeah,
he still got no brain.
Well, now it was maybe that was back in the day where it's like if you have this rolled up piece of paper, you don't even have to open it. People will just know that you're smart.
Oh, sure, right this way.
Yeah, because that was his thing. It's like now with this,
he'll match me at wits anytime.
Smartest person in the room, and he did. What did he? Then he took it and he said some mathematical equation that. Or something about like no the square root of this equals an MC squared. Like he just rambles off this stuff. Turns out it wasn't even right.
The math was incorrect. He's just pretending like he's good at math.
So now we know the Wizard of Oz, who we already knew was a fake.
Yeah.
Now somehow everyone anyway. We know he's a fake, but he's giving out fake prizes, and they're believing it. But it's clearly not working because he's the...
Believe in whatever you want, Scarecrow. You're still an idiot.
Yeah, I'm going back home.
So what did the lion get? He wanted bravery. What did they get him? Like a suit of iron?
They gave him a medal that he didn't earn.
See, none of them earned any of this.
No.
I mean, I guess, okay, the Tin Man kind of earned a watch. Okay, that's not that crazy. Diploma was, like Jurassic Park, knowledge without earning it. It's not knowledge at all.
Just standing on the backs of geniuses.
Yeah, and the medal. I guess he was brave. He fought off a bunch of flying monkeys. That terrifies the hell out of me.
Didn't they give him the Purple Heart? Doesn't that mean he was wounded in battle?
Yeah, I believe so.
He wasn't wounded.
He? All those monkeys. I'm sure one of them gave him a little scratch.
Yeah, he was probably worried. Real worried. I sing his part often.
What's his part of the song?
When he's like, if I was king of the forest, but I love doing that part. It's like,
is that his only song?
King,
his own song
of the forest.
Oh boy,
that's such a weird way to sing.
Because the only one I could think of is like, if I only had a heart. Is that it? No, that's not even how.
Well, you know, the Tin Man and the Scarecrow had very similar tunes.
Yeah, okay.
But the lion just had a whole different
his own style of singing to go along with his voice. I can't even do the voice. I'm sure you could say a few lines, but anytime I try to do it, I just end up doing Snagglepuss.
That's not far off.
Exit the stage